Opening up a relationship where one person is very ready to open and the other person is more hesitant and fearful or unsure can be super turbulent and difficult to navigate. It can lead to a lot of resentment on both sides. The more hesitant person can be really resentful of the more eager person for always bringing it up, always wanting to talk about it, always wanting to negotiate. And the more eager person can become resentful of the more hesitant person for dragging their feet or acting in certain problematic ways to control the situation. For example, I was the more eager person in my relationship 9 years ago, and my husband was the more hesitant person. And he used to try to control things by refusing to educate himself. He didn't want to listen to any podcasts or read any books with me. And anytime I brought up the conversation, he would tell me I was too eager and that it was annoying how much I wanted to talk about it. He admits now that this was coming from a place where he was just afraid. What's interesting too is that the overculture will always side with the more hesitant person because the entire culture is going to be triggered and accuse the more eager person of being selfish. When in reality, both people are valid. The eager person is valid in wanting to speed things up, and the more hesitant person is valid in wanting to slow things down. This can leave the more eager person feeling really alone and like there's something wrong with them. I do have a solution to this. It's something I completely made up. So if it resonates with you, great. If it doesn't, do not at me. Choose a different solution. This is what my husband and I wish we would have done. We call it the 3-month plan, and this is what we recommend to all of our peer support clients who come to us with this issue. Pick a date 3 months from now. What you're going to do is you're going to pause all negotiations and conversation about opening up your relationship for 3 months. You're going to pick a date and a time that you're going to go on a date and talk about it again. In the meantime, both parties are going to commit to educating themselves. I recommend that you read the same books, listen to the same podcasts, follow the same content creators. At your 3-month check-in, have like a little book club meeting where you talk about the episodes that you agreed to listen to, unpack some of the chapters from the book that you read, and share with each other some of your favorite pieces of content. Then both parties should say how they're feeling about opening up. If the more hesitant person is like, I need another 3 months, and that's okay with the more eager person, then we do it again. We pause all conversation and we dive back into the education process and we check back in at 3 months. This could, in theory, go on forever. What is really crucial here is that the more eager person has to decide how long they're willing to do that for. And neither person is wrong. If the more eager person's like, I'm not willing to do that for more than a year, then that is valid. We are all responsible for advocating for our own needs and happiness, and we should not be diving into polyamory against our will.